That's it, metalheads. Back to me on my own. The Scottish lads are headed off down south. Go and meet up with the knobheads. Do the Rodney Cook Memorial dig. Good luck to everyone down there. Looking forward to seeing your videos when you get back. My first job is to go and find that bloody silver thimble I lost. So, it's up there somewhere, and I've got a rough idea where. Let's go and track it down. Back to the game of hunt the thimble. So I've worked out where my line was, and what I think I've done is I put my thimble down on a clod, recorded it and walked off and left it. Theories in my head are quite often right. Do, 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 do. Reclaimed my silver thimble. Hunt the fucking thimble. I've been patiently gridding away up and down this field since retrieving that silver thimble. And apart from a few crusty buttons, I found absolutely nothing. But I think I'm onto a token here. It's in pretty poor shape, but I might be seeing SJ in the centre of it. Really badly corroded on that side, but I'm sure with the pink stuff I'll get some more detail off that when I get back home. That's livened the hunt up a little bit. Oh my days, we've got a sunbather here, and it's an absolute corker from what I've seen. Let's have a look at this. Let's pick it up. Oh, 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 oh. That's got bird heads on it. Is that some kind of toggle or something? That has got to be old. That really truly has got to be old. Wow. Right, I'm going to have to put this one out to see if we can get a decent ID on this one. This one might have to go to Graham Rushton, he knows his stuff. Wowzer. Just sitting there on the surface. Excellent. Stone the crows, it's all coming up this morning on this row. No idea what this piece is, but it's fairly ornate. And not just single-sided either. It's a shame that's broken. I'd have liked to have seen a bit more of that. Any ideas? Medieval? Post-medieval? Great Scott. What on earth is going on in this part of the field? Yet another interesting looking artefact. I'm wondering if that's maybe part of a key escutcheon or a mount maybe. I'm enjoying this hunt. There's a bit of inspiration for us. What's that, I hear you ask? That's a piece of oyster shell. And here in the Kingdom of Mercia, we could not be further from the sea. Now, the one renowned fast food from the Roman era was oyster. Is there a chance? Might we find Roman? we're going to have to keep carrying on. I'm right at the top of the field now, very quiet up this end, but on with another pistol shot. That's tying in quite nicely with this post-medieval 1600s theme we seem to have going on in this field. Oh, for a coin to date it precisely. I really am enjoying this old club dig field. Even more artefacts in there. Look at that, look. Little leather mount. But look at the patination on that. There's some real age to that, I think. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. Well, that's a first for me. I've never had one of them before. That's a caster off a chair or a little occasional table, maybe. Bloody thumping great signal that gave off. Lead this time. Thumping great big net weight. Or a loom weight, maybe. Another crazy big signal. Why is all this stuff still in the field? Why? Coin time. But only a very scruffy little farthing, I'm afraid. I can see the number 61 on it, so I'm assuming 1861, Victoria. Couldn't be 1961 because it wouldn't be in that dilapidated state. Still, it's a coin. It's got to be better. There has got to be better. Now then, we've got a watch winder this time. Never had a rectangular one like this. Usually circular. But I will take that. Everything is only an inch or two underneath the surface. I think the last ploughing's brought everything up, to tell you the truth. It's the only explanation I can have for it. And I'm so glad I've come back and hit this field again, because another ploughing might take it all back down again. Am I wrong or am I right? See that in the sidewall? That couldn't be a bronze axe, could it? Right, let me put you on pause and I'll dig it out. Oh no! What a shame that Scotty and the Savages didn't find this when they were down here. Look at that. It's got Scottish thistles on it. And dates 1840, 1846, is it? On the right hand side. I wonder if that's off a Queen Victoria commemorative medallion type thing, one of those Jubilee medallions, like a Iron Cross or a Maltese cross, that sort of shape. A lucky Scotty boy, we got a bit of your savage stuff down here and you boys missed it. Another strange one here. It's oval rather than circular, but then it could have got deformed that way. And there is a little bit of writing on it. Whether it was a wafer thin coin or some type of token, I just do not know. That's definitely one to see if I can clean any better at home. A fancy button this time. Gave quite a high signal, but it's really lightweight and pretty badly degraded. I'm wondering if that's another military button coming up off here. My perseverance has paid off. I've got myself a little bit of silver here. Nothing spectacular, but that's the third piece of silver that the club dig missed. Little bit of a spoon handle. Shame it's not complete though. I don't know if I'm barking up the wrong tree, but I think I might have something a bit special here. And this is really going to piss Gus off, because when the savages were here, Gus came all the way up here, floated around on the tops here, and it's going to be really unjust if this is what I think it is. You see in the side wall here? I'll just open it's a button and I can delete this bit of footage. Damn, that so looks silver. Let me give it a clean up. Well, the jury's still out on that one, I'm afraid. I'm gonna have to wait until I can get home and give that a real scrub up. If it is silver, it's really caked in gunge. I reckon that might just be copper that's been silver plated. I'll strip that back when I get home. Here we go again, metalheads. Look at the state of that fines board. It is absolutely crammed with goodies. Rest assured this isn't one session though. I've been off work, so I've been out maybe 4 times since the savages left. Let's start at the top and then maybe we'll clear the crap and show the better stuff in more detail. Standard issue buttons. Then we've got a military type button. Piece of clay pipe. It's very thin bore, so that's a particularly old one when tobacco was hellishly expensive. Oyster shells turning up everywhere, but still no Roman. 2.2 lead bullet, musket ball, net weights, piece of an escutcheon, some kind of clasp, thumping great big pot leg, caster off a table. Let's come over this side. All sorts of shards of pewter spoons, piece of thimble, couple of possible jetons or tokens, very thin they are, couple of very crusty coins, and then we'll show you the better stuff shortly. And now on to the best bits of the lot. I've got a fragment of something or other at the top that looks to have some age to it. Quite what it is, I don't know. Then we got those Scottish thistles from the 1840s. A really cool watch winder. And this piece, I thought it was zoomorphic and that these were bird heads, but apparently not. Although I've been tipped off, Mark Metal Detecting Lincolnshire seems to think some kind of belt hanger. Then let's get that out of the way. Some kind of leather mount, possibly medieval. Moving on down, we're on to triple silver. The thimble I lost last episode, refound. Sorry Gus, I think this is turning out to be silver. Probably a sixpence or a shilling. Possibly William III, late 1600s. And then a piece of silver teaspoon handle. This little pierced thing, I think that was once a token. A bit of detail on there, but not enough for me to make any sense out of. And then finally, the best piece, that's a trade token from somebody called John Jackson of Warwick, and that would have been minted somewhere between 1649 and 1670. So, turn it round that way, perhaps might be a better way up, but I can definitely see wick on it. And then if we flip it over, the patina's lost off that, but there's definitely a horse there, some kind of animal. I particularly like that. That's nice. Trying to work out which is the right way up for it. Is that it, maybe? Cool. So, quite a successful few hunts. Catch you on the next episode.